Every empire believes it has invented a new kind of money. And every empire, sooner or later, learns that it hasn't. Because money does not adapt to people. It follows rules. It does not care about politics, promises, or optimism. These rules are not written into constitutions. They are not taught in schools. They have been discovered in crises, forgotten, and rediscovered across centuries. If you don't know these rules, you'll always wonder why the system feels like it's working against you. In this video, we'll explore the forgotten laws of money, from debased coins in ancient Rome to the digital games of modern central banks, and you'll see why the game was never fair to begin with. Let's start with the most fundamental and ruthless law, Gresham's Law. In the 1500s, Sir Thomas Gresham explained it to Queen Elizabeth in a single sentence. Bad money drives good money out of circulation. The logic is simple. If two forms of money circulate at the same time, one sound, one debased people don't behave foolishly. They spend the bad money. They hoard the good. Think of Rome. When the silver denarius was gradually mixed with base metals, what did people do? They paid their taxes with the new, debased coins. And they kept the old, pure silver ones. The same pattern repeated in medieval Europe. Kings clipped coins and diluted gold. People adapted once again. The lesson was clear. When rulers debase money, people adjust. But trust slowly erodes. And there is a darker threshold to that erosion. Thayer's Law. In a true collapse, the logic reverses. This time, good money drives bad money out. Weimar Germany, the 1922. Prices double within days. Wheelbarrows of banknotes buy a single loaf of bread. In that environment, no one wants to hold marks. People flee to dollars, gold, cigarettes, barter anything with real value. Gresham describes slow decay. Thiers describes sudden death. So what happens in the gray zone between the two? This is where the Cantillon effect comes in. Newly created money does not reach everyone at the same time. It goes first to governments, banks, and financial elites. By the time it reaches workers and savers, prices have already risen. Early receivers buy at yesterday's prices. Late receivers pay tomorrow's prices. That's why inflation always feels unfair. Think back to 2008. Money was created. Markets soared. Wages barely moved. During the pandemic, the same pattern repeated. Stimulus checks arrived, but food and housing prices rose even faster. Inflation is not just a number, it is a transfer of wealth. And most of the time, you're on the losing side. This isn't a mistake. It's the nature of the system. Then comes financial repression. Interest rates are held below inflation. Savings are quietly drained. Citizens are locked into negative real returns, an invisible but devastating tax. But some laws don't apply to individuals. They apply to empires. The Triffin paradox. As long as the dollar is the world's reserve currency, the United States must supply the world with dollars. That requires running permanent deficits. It works in the short term. In the long term, it guarantees decay. In 1971, the link to gold was broken. The U.S. imported goods and exported dollars. Industry declined. Debt exploded. The crown is also a curse. And finally, the unavoidable truth. diminishing returns on debt. At first, debt fuels growth. Then each new unit produces less. Eventually, only the debt remains. It happened in Rome. It happened in France. It happened in Britain. Now it's happening in America. Debt buys time, but it never buys salvation. These laws are not academic. They are survival rules. The game was never designed for you to win. History does not repeat itself. But money obeys laws. And if you don't know them, they will crush you. If this gave you a new perspective, subscribe. History holds the answers. I'll show you where to look.